Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Wolf Creek 2. Let's throw another twist on the Barbie.
Distributed by RLJ and Image Entertainment, this movie is about a crazed serial killer named Mick Taylor who preys upon unwitting tourists in the Australian outback. So what did we like about this movie?
I really liked Mick Taylor. He was played by John Jarratt, and his whole character and persona was just over the top. It was creepy, and it was played out perfectly.
Sort of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, except for you don't get to phone a friend if you get one wrong, because you'll be too busy screaming and fucking agony.
He treated each one of his victims as if they were below him and as if they were as sloppy as pigs, and that they didn't deserve to be there. And even though when he talked to them, he kind of was talking to himself. It almost seemed kind of schizophrenic.
We don't often see car chases, but in this one we saw a couple car chases, as well as a transport truck car chase. Truck chase. Whatever the chase may be.
This movie really gave me a Mad Max feel during some of those chase scenes, because I know Mad Max was set in Australia.
During the chase scene with the transport truck, probably the funniest scene was when a bunch of kangaroos cross the road and just get demolished. They're driving over fucking little Joeys and just crushing these little poor kangaroos. There's blood splattering everywhere. It was fucking hilarious.
It really reminded me of Clockwork Orange when he started singing Sing in the Rain, because it had this music playing that was just so calming and hilarious.
They blew up a Jeep with a transport truck, and it looked fucking awesome. In this one, they focus more on Mick as a serial killer.
Oh, Mick Taylor's a name. Pig shooter and general fucking outback legend.
The cinematography was amazing, and the lighting was really, really key. It set the mood, it set the setting.
Some of the lighting in the later scenes, actually, when Mick is walking under these big pot lights, it's like hitting him from the top, and you can see like these big long shadows across his face. Just makes him look so much more menacing.
Now it's time for our favorite kills.
I'm gonna kick it off with the very first death in the movie, the rookie cop. Mick Taylor gets pulled over for speeding by these dickhead cops, and he ends up sniping this rookie cop right in the fucking head. Something straight out of Scanners, but they left half a head, and it was fucking awesome. Full practical. The other cop just looks at him and ends up crashing, and it's just fucking glorious.
My favorite kill is the death of Rudger. Rudger's talking to Mick. He starts kind of talking back and trying to get Mick to go away, but Mick isn't having any of it. Mick takes Rudger, throws him against a truck, and then stabs him in the lower back, which is a reference to the first movie, which Mick calls making you a head on a stick. So at this point we think Rudger's dead. But then later we see him hit Mick in the back of the head. Mick just gets back up, knocks him down, reaches behind him and just slits his throat, and then looks at the girl and just starts slicing it. He just rips off his head and then throws it aside and then moves on to the girl.
And as a blanket statement, all the practical effects for all of the other kills that we're not going to mention were fantastic.
What didn't we like about this movie? My biggest dislike is that this was a sequel, because that means not many people are going to enjoy it as much as we did. Because I know I wouldn't go into a movie watching only the second one, but especially after watching the first one, I probably wouldn't go to the second one.
Like, the first one was just way too slow for me.
And we're all just like, oh, what a snoozer.
So I think like our biggest dislike is the first movie.
Yeah, this movie
pretty much
didn't really have a lot of dislikes.
Now it's time for final thoughts and ratings. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it had a great pace. I thought the deaths were great. I really enjoyed how no one died right away. It was kind of a nice build up to how they died, so it wasn't just like quick deaths here and there. I enjoyed the variety of deaths that happened, and I enjoyed the scenery in this movie. I really enjoyed the killer. He was menacing and just rugged and fucked. With that said, I'm gonna give this movie 4 spike traps out of 5.
I thought this movie was fucking excellent. They made Mick Taylor somebody that I want to see in other movies. He was pretty bland in the first one, but this really fleshed out his character as a funny, sarcastic, sadistic serial killer. The whole pace of this movie, given the chase scenes, was just top notch. And the special effects in the movie were great. So I'm gonna give this 5 grinded off fingers out of 5.
I really enjoyed this movie. The pacing was awesome. The cinematography was great. Mick Taylor is a great serial killer. I think that they should make a third one. I don't care how many you make, as long as you keep Mick the way he was in this movie. So that being said, I'm gonna give this 5 lazy male strippers out of 5.
That's what we thought about the movie. If you've seen it, let us know in the comments below. Like this video, sub to the channel to stay updated with all of our reviews and games of What Would You Do, and make sure to tweet at us at Bloodbath_TV.